Hello, viewers. This is Michael from Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm gonna speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe too hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain so adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain so adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this everything outside the way, let's get into the latest episode of Donbrothers. Oh my fucking god, this episode was so fucking stupid. So anyway, the episode starts off like this. So basically, we see Yoshi with his wife, and slash Isbar's wife, walking by, and they saw this kid making this little memorial shrine for his dead dog. So basically, he sees flowers. We see this kid place flowers, a dog collar, and a soccer ball, making this little memorial shrine for his dead dog. Turns out the boy's dog died, had died at the spot. So basically, is Yoshi and his wife slash Isbar's wife, paid their respects you pay your respect for the boy's dead dog and whatnot, and kept on walking. Meanwhile, on a park bench, we see Isbar, the Black Ranger, having a dream about his wife, who's also Yoshi's wife, the Pink Ranger's wife, about him, teaching him to swim. So basically, Isbar was having a flashback about when his wife told him how to swim and whatnot. So basically, unknown to him, Yoshi and his wife, passed by him while he was asleep on the park bench. So basically, Yoshi did talk for a minute with his wife, Isbar's wife, and they kept on walking. So basically, when Isbar heard her voice, he woke up and he just missed Yoshi and his wife slash his wife also, just missed them again. So anyway. Meanwhile, somewhere else at a diner somewhere, we see a guy wearing scratch gear from Decky Ranger. We see this weird guy wearing some scratch gear, wearing scratch gear shoes. So basically, this tells us that that Donbrothers are in the main Sentai universe because of the scratch gear, because the scratch is that company that funded the Decky Rangers operations and whatnot. So anyway, he started to freak out because the cafe was too noisy, and he transformed into a monster that is based off the Decky Ranger. So basically, he started to attack everybody who was making too much noise and whatnot. And the Rangers showed up, the Morpheus ship showed up, transformed them into the Ranger forms, and teleported them where the monster was attacking everybody at the cafe. So basically, the monster. So basically, the monster, the four Rangers who were there was about to engage the monster, and out of nowhere, we see Avataro showed up, being carried on that on that platform and with his motorcycle. So basically, once again, we see the super bike. We see Avataro on the super bike, being carried by those people. making a grand entrance again. So basically, the monster is like, you know what, I'm tired of this noise, and he sends the Black Ranger flying into the memorial. So basically, the monster hit the Black Ranger so hard, he sends him flying, crashing into the boy that the boy that is Yoshi and his wife made. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I don't tongue tie today. So basically, the monster sent the Black Ranger flying. He crashed into the little memorial shrine that the boy made for his dead dog near the park. So basically, he crashed into it, and turns out he got cursed accidentally crashed into the shrine, into the memorial shrine for the dead dog of the boy. So anyway, after he got himself up, and he tried to demorph, and he couldn't demorph. So basically, a lot of strange shenanigans started to happen to him, and he started to act funny and whatnot. So basically, he went to go see Jin and asked him why I can't demorph. So basically, the Black Ranger knows Jin, Momotaro's adopted father, so he went to go visit Jin in his prison dimension and ask him why I can't demorph back into my human form. So basically, cause you've been cursed, so basically, whatever you did, you're cursed. So basically, he said, whatever you did, you must have got cursed somehow. So basically, you need to figure out how you got cursed and try to fix it. And basically, like usually, can say, oh, my visiting times are over, so you need to go. So basically, the Black Ranger needs to figure out how to get uncursed, and basically, figure out how to get uncursed, and that way he can transform back into his human form. So out of his ranger form. So basically, he saw HLC's wife, and basically tried to talk to her, and that's when he starts to bark like a dog. So basically, whatever this curse is turning, it's making him more like a dog, So basically, HLC side slash Inspires Rise was didn't know that he is that he is a ranger. So basically, the Rangers has been attacking this city for a while, and none of the people in the city doesn't realize that that the Black Ranger is a ranger, even though he is a small humanoid puppy. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere else, we see Joel, back in his mountain town, hanging out with his friends and having a good banquet with his friends back in his mountain town. So basically, Joel said that you guys always been good supporting friends. Lately I've been having problems. With me, ever since I became a hero, I've been having some problems lately with my personality. So with this little personality problem. So basically, his friends, said, don't worry, you find ways to get, to deal with your problems. So basically, yes, I will. So basically, some words of encouragement from his friends and from his mountain town village, he said, don't worry, I'll figure out how to deal with my personality problems, and that way I will be a better hero or whatnot, be a better superhero like that. So basically, even though that John was friend from his mountain. even though that his friends for his mountain village, do support him wherever he do, they still don't buy him being a superhero. So basically, if you're a superhero, why don't you transform? So basically, Joe said, I want to be a show off. So basically, he showed everybody a picture of him in his ranger form. So basically, he went to the bathroom and everybody was staring at the picture, thinking this can't be real. This gotta be some type of costume. So basically, the French still don't buy that that Joe is actually a superhero, even though Joe showed him a picture of of him in his ranger form. So basically, Joe came back to the bathroom and basically continued hanging out with his friends. So anyway, after he was done hanging out with his friends, the girl that he liked, was saying goodbye to him, and that's when Joe said that I'm going to show you my superhero, my transformation. So basically, he morphed right in front of her, and she was like, "Oh my God, Joe, you are really a superhero." So basically, Joe decides to show the girl that he likes that he is really a superhero. So basically, she was kind of shocked to see Joe morph into a ranger, and Joe said that I'll see you later, and basically and left and headed back to the city. So anyway, meanwhile, the Black Ranger was talking to his wife, and basically was trying to talk to his wife, but he started to bark at her, and basically his wife thought he was cute and whatnot, and basically out of nowhere, the monster, the knuckle monster showed up and started to attack them, and basically his wife got knocked unconscious, and basically, lucky for him, he was able to fight off the monster, and basically, and the monster managed to run away. So he chased up the monster and let the monster run away. So basically, the other Rangers encountered the monster and basically morphed into the Dire Rangers and started to fight the monster. As for Isbar, he was trying to get help from the other Rangers, but they were all busy fighting the monster. So basically, that's when that Beastly, who's in control of the detective that is looking for Isbar, started to attack him again, and that's when his wife woke up, and the Beastly inside her that is controlling her started to fight the Beastly devil. Started to fight the Beastly that was controlling the detective that is hunting Isbar down. So basically, they got into a fight, but unfortunately for Isbar, he all of a sudden passed out and didn't witness the fight, and basically, the Beastly who was controlling his wife managed to beat the detective, who managed to beat the Beastly who was controlling the detective and force him to flee. As for Isbar, he started to forget who he is and turned into a full dog. After the fight, he fully transformed into a full dog. So anyway, the Rangers were still fighting the monster, after they transformed into the Dire Rangers, and that's when Jaro showed up and basically was about to morph up. All of a sudden, his dangerous personality separated from his body. So basically, before he was morphing up, he was about to morph up, and all of a sudden, his dangerous personality is separated from his body, and basically, there are two Jiros, the regular Jiro and the dangerous Zero. So basically, they both morphed up. So basically, Zero morphed up into his Ranger Dragon form, and Dangerous Zero morphed up into his into the Tiger Ranger form. So anyway, these two work together and basically was able to unlock the Zord powers, So basically, they were able to unlock the Zord powers. So basically, regular Zero became the Dragon Zord, became this weird golden Dragon Zord, and as for Dangerous Zero, became this purple Tiger Zord, and basically started to attack the monster. And basically, they both combined together and formed the Tora Drago Jin Megazord and took down the monster. And basically it saved the day. And the other Rangers are worried, was watching this whole Megazord fight go down, and they're not worried that I'm not worried that that Zero's dangerous personality can separate from his body now. They're worried that he could end up attacking them again. So basically now the other ones are worried that with Zero's dangerous personality separate from his body. They're worried that this dangerous Zero might end up attacking them again. So anyway, a few days has passed, and basically we see Ishoshi and his wife slash his boss wife saw that the memorial that the Black Ranger had accidentally destroyed, and they're fixing it up. So basically after the Pink Ranger and his wife slash Black Ranger wife picked up the memorial, picked up the memorial that the Black Ranger accidentally crashed into, the Black Ranger turned back into a human and shot the girl that he went home with. So basically, turns out all he needs to do to break the curse is to fix the memorial that he accidentally smashed into, and that's what the Pink Ranger and his wife did. They fixed the memorial, and all of a sudden, the Black Ranger that was turned back into human again, but he was still kind of acting like a dog a little bit, and was eating out of a dog dish, and the girl was, even though she was shocked to see Isabel turn back into a human, she still petted him while the Black Ranger was eating dog food, and this is how the episode ended. This episode is fucking stupid. Honestly, this is the stupidest fucking episode I've seen so far. So, I'm just not. This episode was pretty stupid. The only good thing about this episode is seeing Joe's friends, gave him some words of encouragement to deal with his problems. So basically, we see. That's the only good thing about this episode. Seeing Joe's mountain friend, for his mountain village, gave him words of encouragement to face his problems. So basically, that's the only good thing about this episode. So anyway, I'm not even gonna say anything else. Sign off. 1.